Happy birthday! I'm sorry that we're not in Bali for it, but we've tried to bring as many people as we could to you through this video. We hope you like it.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing for some people, a bit genius in other places, but I think you're going to like the end result. So
sit back, relax, brace yourself, enjoy.
What's your favourite thing about Jane?
She makes me sandwiches.
Jane being Jane, and just the first day that I saw her, we just started talking, and she's just Jane. Love her for it. Her eyebrows. Oh, the way she pours a drink, definitely. Because like this much vodka and that much. Anyway, it's 15-year-old Nicola. Yeah, the way she pours a drink, hands down.
Who loves Steve? So my favourite thing about you, Jane, it would have to be, one, your laugh. Everybody loves a good laugh. Also just your heart and your kind spirit, and just how welcome you make everyone feel when you're there in the room.
Oh, she's just so lovely. I just love her because she's just friendly and she's outgoing and she does anything for you. She's just wonderful.
Favourite thing about Jane? Her kindness.
My favourite thing about Jane is how basically she's a slightly older version of Sophie, which means lovely and a really good laugh.
Give me lots of treats for the birthday here.
Her sense of humour when she's not realising it.
How kind she is to everybody.
Probably has to be that she moved to the other side of the world. Not as some people might think because I don't want to see her, but because now when I do see her, I see her for big periods at a time, and because I've had some great holidays in the process.
Don't know.
Because she gives me a treat after school.
It's always putting everyone else before herself.
That she's my best friend.
What is your most memorable story that includes Jane?
The story about the little person with the briefcase in Wellington.
There's quite a few of them, but she makes me laugh. Wanting to go up the Viagra Falls, asking a South African if he supported the Reeboks, and she meant Springboks. And the hairdryer in Bellagio in Las Vegas. That's a long story, but it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
She also once hosted a great Ann Summers party, although of course the men were obviously banned. We just had the job of going to the pub, but had strict instructions to pick up a trolley load of batteries on our way back.
Gosh. Memorable.
Funniest first thing that comes to your head, anything that you stand out. If you're like, if there's
The
a
most
memory.
memorable thing about her is every time she winds up Steve.
There's probably loads, but I'm just trying to think of one that I can actually say in public.
Is Jane on holiday when she had a cocktail and a coconut and monkeys and their friends came to steal her drink and scare her away?
It always involves alcohol. This one time we were in Rarotonga, and you probably know Jane and Sophie hate their feet being touched. And something dropped under the table when we were sitting outside, and I crawled under the table to get it. And I think like my shirt that I was wearing or something like draped past Jane's foot, and she like kicked me in the stomach, like winded me. And I don't think she remembers.
Don't know.
The time I had to put her to bed.
What happened?
She was too drunk in the house. This house. And I had to carry her to bed.
It's got to be the Art Deco evening where we had one too many wines and we made our way home, and Mum thought she'd help me by pushing me up the driveway, but instead pushed me too far and made me face plant into the curb. And then in the morning woke up a little confused and came down to see me. This was back in Hatley, and she's like, Sophie, I've lost my cardigan and my jewellery. Now, I knew from the night before she left her jewellery in the downstairs kitchen. No idea where the cardigan was, but we went out later that day and we found a lovely black cardigan on the grass at the bottom of the driveway.
I would say we had two daughters and they told us going down the driveway that we were both drunk, and we know perfectly well we weren't.
I suppose the funniest one was the Hollywood iced tea episode on the cruise.
No, I think it's when she was pissed. Totally pissed. And didn't remember a thing. That's it.
What is a classic Jane catchphrase?
Sophie! Love you, miss you, bye!
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Steve.
Oh, it's not a catchphrase, but mwah, mwah.
Oh, I've got two. One being, all right, my love. And the other one is, to cut a long story short.
I'm thinking harder here, eh?
Putting you on the spot. These are tough.
Oh, jeez, man.
Too many.
Just to keep a long story short.
Oh, when she mocks and she goes, "You're right."
Oh my godfathers. I don't really know.
I'll give you a ring.
I don't know if Mum has a catchphrase, but she always says some funny things. But the most memorable one was when Dad was grumpy about something and he was doing his usual thing, and then Mum's just sitting there reading the newspaper, and when Dad's finished talking, she just looks at him and went, "You say tomato?" And I say tomato. And he just goes, "Ah," and walks off. That was probably the best thing ever.
How do you know Jane loves you?
The way she grabs me.
She gives me a little cuddle with a pat on the back, and then we do a little dance together.
Yes, spoons, all right?
Because I married her son, so she has to.
I don't know. She just does.
Can you say?
Because she always says it.
Because she gives me nice lollies and she has a grin on her face.
Oh, she's always giving you hugs and cuddles, and she always tells you that she does. She's great.
I just know. It's just so deep in my heart. I know Jane loves me.
Oh, she's still with me. She wouldn't be with me if she didn't.
I don't. However, when we used to go out on cashier's meals, she was always worried that I might prefer to dance with one of the other girls. So perhaps deep down she does.
Because she's always there for her friends.
Probably she gives me a little pat when she gives me a hug and goes, sort of from the Big Gary era.
I guess I just hope she does. Could be here for a long time. What is Jane good at?
Well, that'll be telling.
She's good at making people laugh.
She's a great grandma. Like, really great. Great at pouring a drink. And a great dancer.
Wind it up, Steve. Is it sexist to say cooking?
Making sandwiches. Entertaining.
Just looking after everyone and making everything a lot more fun.
Making soap.
Making soap?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Being a mum. My mum.
Jane, well, you shouldn't ask me, ask Steve. I don't know. She's good at everything. She's good at selling houses, because we hear about that all the time.
What's she good at? She's good at making you feel at home.
Cooking. Sometimes bad, making scrambled eggs.
Hosting parties.
Everything. Whatever she wants to do, she's good at it.
Talking. She's very good at actually making people that aren't happy at the time happy. She does talk a lot and gets a lot of things out of a lot of people.
First one is sell when it comes to houses, following my advice. And another superpower of mum is being able to make a lot of noise in the kitchen when you're watching TV. So it's drawers going. That's always a good one.
What is Jane not very good at?
Not very good at keeping quiet.
Nothing.
I don't think she has a filter. But other than that, there's not much that Jayne's not good at.
Taking time for herself to relax.
Say no to the kids.
Keeping Steve happy.
Making cheese and salami sandwiches.
Ooh, incriminating. I'll pass on that one.
Making Rice Krispies with chocolate on the top.
Sitting down.
Showing your feelings a lot of the time.
Believing that she can do anything she wants to do.
Probably welcoming me to New Zealand. I once surprised her by turning up at the house. So after travelling, I turned up unexpected. She didn't know I was coming. And so after travelling about 30 hours, halfway around the world, all she could say to me when I walked through the door and surprised her was, "What are you doing here?"
Not very good at saying no. She always says yes.
Being unable to eat crunchy food quietly, just.
She's not very good at taking time off or relaxing. What is Jane's least favourite thing to do?
Oh, now I can't tell that. Probably washing her car.
I'd say watching Star Trek or action movies.
Well, it's not drinking.
Cooking, I think. She doesn't like cooking.
Telling me and Charlotte off.
Live with Steve.
Work.
Exercise.
Cook.
Probably drink red wine.
Eat some veggies.
Probably be watching Star Trek.
Exercise.
Maybe like strim. I don't know.
What is her favourite thing to do?
Getting me to wash her car. No, she loves gardening, absolutely loves gardening.
Looking after her family and just having a really good time.
Well, same as me. Look at this.
One of them's certainly travelling and seeing different parts of the world.
Work. Please, Steve.
Not drinking.
Being around people and a family.
Lying on a beach in the sun and turning into a lobster whilst having a nice fruit-based cocktail drink or just vodka. Who knows?
Spend time with family.
Drink.
Spending time with her family, especially me.
Spend time with Charlotte. Spend time with us.
Aww.
See her grandkids.
If Jane had $1 million, what would she do with it?
She would share it around. That's Jane.
Give it away to her kids.
She'd put everyone on a cruise boat and she'd go and have a party.
Oh, she'd probably just go out and spend it on everybody and herself and do what she wanted to do and take everyone on a trip around the world, and she'd have a great time with it.
I bet she would buy some clothes and toys.
She'd probably just take everyone away on a nice holiday / buy cocktails for everyone.
Please me. Run away.
I reckon she'd take Steve and my parents on like a 365-day holiday.
She would share it around her family and friends. Run.
Buy me a ute.
She'd probably share it with me, Rich and Gary, but I would hope that she'd put it towards something for herself. Maybe that little place in Santorini so that Sue and her could get their donkey and have all the endless wine.
I think she would spend it all on little Ruby, little Charlotte, and probably one nice holiday where she can go lie on a beach and turn into a lobster.
I'm sure she'd spend it on her children. A nice couple of holidays, and hopefully not forgetting her old friends back in the UK.
What is something Jane always says to you?
Hello, love.
See what we have to put up with?
I'm not bothered.
You want another drink?
Have you had anything to eat today?
It has to be. We always carried you at work.
Hello, Christopher.
I don't know, but something we always do is go, mwah, mwah.
Love you, miss you, bye!
Yes.
That's a good answer. That is a good answer. What is one thing that makes you proud of Jane?
She's her. She's just Jane. She doesn't want to be anybody else. She doesn't pretend to be anybody else. That's it. She's Jane.
How hard she works and how she always puts everyone else before herself.
When she had her health problems and that, I was just so proud of how she actually got through that and what she did for people and what everyone did for her, and that just showed everything. I think she was great. She was just amazing.
She's my mum. What more do you need?
My 3 children.
One thing that makes me proud of Jane, her love for the family and the people that she cares about.
Just how she makes everyone feel like family.
That she is such a good mum to her 3 kids.
I would say it is beating cancer. So, good on your mum. Did it. Well done.
I think that really has to be how well she's done since moving into real estate. Seems to have been a real star.
I suppose really she's just so caring and just been part of our family.
The way she kicked cancer's butt, but also I'm super proud every time anybody tells me I'm just like my mum.
What is Jane afraid of?
Birds.
Eagles and birds and big scary dogs.
Birds. Bloody birds. Yeah.
Spiders and mice.
Well, she's not afraid of Steve.
Bird.
Rivers.
Birds.
Being tickled by Derek. Hands down.
Me.
Birds.
It's got to be birds, because apparently every bird in the world is out to get her.
Heights, spiders, confined spaces. One or all 3. You be the judge, Jane. Or none. Who knows? I actually don't.
Do an impression of Jane.
Oh God. I'll get killed.
Oh, Steve, stop it. just lay off, okay?
Thank God for my christening, eh, Mum?
No, I'm not going there.
Mwah. Mwah.
Yeah, baby.
The train dance. It's great.
Wait, just
Sorry.
Shoo,
Shoot! Shoot!
I really don't think I could. Have you ever seen her dancing to the status quo?
What would you like to say to Jane on her 60th birthday?
I love you, darling, and I hope you have many more. And thanks for sticking with me all these years.
Happy birthday, Nana Jane.
You're a great girl. Yeah, you're fantastic. We met, we got on well straight away. We had two girls that pushed us together, which was the best thing that happened. And love you heaps.
Happy birthday, Jane. You're a good friend, and here's to you. Cheers.
Jane, welcome to the club. We love you lots, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and looking forward to Bali next year.
Well, Jane, 60 years and you're still as beautiful as I'm sure you were when you were 20. And just happy birthday and lots of love. And yeah.
I have a happy 60th. And you're really old now, so I can sit there and laugh because you've reached a 60s club, and it's really cool. And just keep on being yourself, Jane, because you're just lovely. We just love you. That's from me, all over and out.
Oh, Jane, I love you so much. Thank you for accepting me. I know I stormed into your house a fast-talking little blonde girl, and you were like, "What are you?" But you've taken my parents. Power to your girlfriend. And yeah, you're my second mum, and I love you. And I don't know what Sophie just mouthed to me.
Happy birthday! You want to re-record? Birthday message.
Just say happy birthday.
What would you like to say to Jane on her birthday?
Happy birthday, Jane!
Happy birthday, Jane. Well done for making it this far, and can't wait to spend next year in Bali with you and many more to come.
I really wish I could be there to celebrate with her. I hope she still manages to have a great day without me. I'm really looking forward to Bali next year and celebrating with her. The drinks for the first week are on me. She really is like a vintage wine. And I know she probably thinks I'm going to say something nasty like corked and turned to vinegar. But despite what she might be expecting, I think matured very nicely and a real gem is much more appropriate. I really hope she has a great day.
Happy birthday, you old git.
Something nice. Give us something nice to add in there too. Good.
Love you, Mum. Happy birthday.
Love ya.
Love you, Jane. Have a good day.
Happy birthday. Bit of a bugger that couldn't be in Bali, but what can you do? We'll do it next year. And the other thing would be the birthday song, but I'll have to wait for your birthday to give you a call and sing your happy birthday in the appropriate manner.
Happy birthday, Nana. You are fabulous, and I hope you have a fantastic birthday.
Happy birthday, Mum. Thanks for everything you've done for me over the years, everything you've taught me, for being my friend and for being an amazing mum. If I end up being half the woman you are, I will be so happy. So here's to you on your 60th. I love you so much.
London calling, London calling. A message from Patwick to Jane, my Antipodean sister. Codename Bald Eagle. This video is a tribute to my little skin and blister, known as Tista. A remarkable woman of substance with so many special qualities. She is attractive, generous, sensitive, kind and thoughtful. Mum and Dad would have been so proud of the success you've made of your life, Jane. I too am proud to be your brother. You have enriched my life in so many ways. I love you, Jane, always have, always will. So from all family in Northern Hemisphere to those in the Southern Hemisphere, take care and be safe. Jane, have a wonderful day, your big bruv Patwick, and stop dyeing your roots grey. We'll speak soon. Catch that. A birthday to you.
I think that's enough.